What's going on? It's your boy Lil ToKe back with another video. This is just Undisputed. First thing in the morning after that terrible Lakers game they had yesterday. When they debuted all three of these motherfuckers and they lost to the Warriors without Steph Curry, Draymond, or Klay Thompson. It was pretty bad. Let's get into it.
We may take steps backwards. I think nothing is worth having if it's not worth working for. Some wise words from the king. Shannon, how did they look?
I thought they looked good at times, Skip. Early on, they got out. They pushed
Super
the pace.
early.
LeBron got a couple of
They looked
baskets
good.
going to
Very early, barely.
buckets going to the basket. He had a three. They were really flowing. And then other times, as LeBron said, they didn't look good. They looked like like a fire drill. And so I agree with him. I think it's going to take, for me, Skip, it's going to take longer than even I previously thought. I thought it might take a month. It might take a month and a half. It might even take 2 months, and for this thing to look like the fine oil machine that they hope it looks like. Because, well, like I said, Skip, Russ is the piece that really doesn't belong. And he's doing everything. You can tell he's trying to fit in and try to blend in. And he's like, he wants to push, but he's like, I can't, because this is not what we do. But I think the biggest thing for him is just take better care of the football, the basketball. Skip.
Yeah.
He treats it like
For
a
sure.
football.
Yeah, Skip, he tries things that you shouldn't try in those situations.
Yep.
And so I just think they're gonna have to do a better job. LeBron's gonna have to do a better job of taking care of the basketball. But Frankie B got his work cut out for him, because now how do I find the right mix? How do I find the right playing time? And like I said before, this is not a natural fit between AD, LeBron, and Russ. It's not like Golden State, Skip.
Yep.
Golden State, no one got less because everybody could play off the ball.
Yep.
You look at Brooklyn, no one gets less. But in this situation, Russ is used to having the ball. LeBron is used to having the ball.
Okay.
Someone is not going to get the ball as much as they normally would.
Yep.
So who's going to have to sacrifice that? But Skip, like I said, it's going to take 2 months for this thing to look like a basketball team, like they belong together. And like I said, if anybody can pull it off, I believe LeBron can pull it off. But I saw things that made me like, okay, yeah, we good. And then I saw things like, damn. Man, I'm gonna hate.
It was
these
bad
deals,
last
Skip, after
night,
one of
ladies and
these type
gentlemen.
games.
It was bad.
But that's okay.
You're about to have to deal with me right now.
That's all right. It's the preseason. Now, when Cowboy was sticking it up in the preseason, I came out here and put a positive spin. Now I'm gonna need you to return the favor to me.
Remember, my quarterback did not play throughout the entire preseason. He barely practiced in the preseason, and I was highly concerned about that.
Right.
No more.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
don't be
So,
highly concerned about this.
Last night, your new big three did play. And
Yes.
I'm going to make it your new big four did play, because Carmelo got to start with the other three.
Yes.
Now, I will give you this before I launch into this and unleash on your Lakers. It was very cool to watch all four of them on the floor at the same time. Because Carmelo's not bashful when it comes to shooting. Like early on, he just he's looking around like, I'll shoot it. I got this, right? And it didn't seem to be like any play had been run. The ball came to him. He's just going up with
Exactly.
it, right?
Yep.
Okay, but it did do my heart good to see four, obviously, future Hall of Famers. I think they're all locked
Nice.
Hall of Famers, right?
I think all
My
four
sheet
of them
was
going to
going
make
up.
the 75th anniversary team also.
Okay,
Skip.
you well
Bitcoin's
could
up.
make the case, although I always say sometimes I think I could make it into the Basketball Hall of Fame because the criteria seems to be very low.
Okay.
But the point is that you got to see all four of them together, and yet let's frame what was happening last night. Visiting team. There's no Steph. There's no Klay, obviously. He's due back maybe in a month or so, we hope.
Right.
There was no Draymond
Correct.
last night. There was no James Wiseman. He was the second overall pick. He did not play. And their kid that they picked this year, Kuminga, the seventh overall pick, did not play last night. So they're way shorthanded in who they're putting out on the floor. It was sort of Andrew Wiggins and a cast of dozens, right?
Correct.
And yet your Lakers, just to be fair about this before I launch, were without, obviously Trevor Reese is gone for a while with he needed surgery on his ankle, and THT is gone now. He's got something, he tore a ligament in his thumb, so he's gone for a while. Kendrick Nunn didn't play because of an ankle. Ellington didn't play because of hamstring, and Malik Monk didn't play because he has a groin pull. Okay, so some of your new pieces were not there last night that could have helped a little bit. Now, what did we see overall? Well, LeBron comes out and looks completely out of whack, out of rhythm, out of sorts, because it's like everybody's looking at each other, to your point, and it's fire drillish, but it's also like, well, who's going to do what?
Right.
Who's going to initiate? What is it, your turn or is it my turn? There's a lot of looking at each other like, well, what do we do next? And it didn't seem like any carryover from practice because there was no well-oiled machine. I didn't see like great ball movement like, oh, they've been working on new plays or whatever. I just couldn't see it. I kept saying, they're going to do what exactly? And I couldn't find a what.
So, yeah, as you can see, the Lakers just did terrible. They just did bad. They were not playing good together yesterday. I just had to watch the video to make sure I wasn't tripping. Like, you know what I'm saying? Make sure I didn't miss something, like my basketball IQ was low or something. So, that's going to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Take care. Peace.